Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sal Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Chatterbox. I hope everyone is doing well and having a fantastic day, guys. You know what? Nothing beats a day without Man United news. All around the world, there's something to talk about Man United, of course, guys. And today, we are nothing new. There's nothing new in regards to Man United. There's nothing new in regards to transfer rumors, in regards to players disgruntlement, fan disgruntlement, disagreements within the fan base, of course, guys, between what's going on with Marcus Rashford. Why isn't Marcus Rashford playing? We've had parts of the fan base talking about, oh, but Rashford should be playing. Listen, it doesn't matter how good Rasmus Højlund is. It doesn't matter how much you love Marcus Rashford. If Marcus Rashford is not showing application in training and not giving 100%, Rasmus starts ahead of him. Anyone will start ahead of him. Peter Crouch will start ahead of him. Absolutely. And that's how it should be. We got to get away from this spoiled, lazy mentality that these so-called sections of the fan base have, that, they don't understand what it truly means to win, what it takes to win, the sacrifices that you need to take to win. Where we are at the moment, we deserve to be, because we're feeling sorry for players like Marcus Rashford. We're feeling down. We're going, oh, but we should be giving him a chance. Why? How many chances do we need to give Marcus Rashford? How many chances? And what I've heard from various sources, reliable sources, there is something very sinister going on in regards to everything. And there is something, if I told you, you'd be like, oh, so that's why he won't be brought back into the side. And thank God there's Ruben Amorim to stand up against it and to fight against this rubbish that, Man United have been doing for the last few years with these players, giving them new contracts every now and then. Give them a new contract. Just give them a new contract. Regardless if he's achieved anything, we give him a new contract. That's not how it should be, guys. You should have to warrant a contract. You should have to be able to earn a contract as well. Not just, oh, you know what? It's Marcus Rashford, man, born and bred. Give him a contract. Absolutely. Give him some bonuses. Absolutely. It shouldn't be like that, guys. And to be honest with you, I don't think anyone should be feeling sorry for Marcus Rashford right now. Marcus Rashford's in a very privileged position. He's got everything he wants. And you know what? He's playing for the biggest club in the world. No one is bigger than this football club. We've had great players leave this football club. We've had much bigger players leave this football club. And we need to move on from that. Is it Marcus Rashford's last time we're going to see him in a Man United shirt? I don't really know that. But I'm not here to say that. But it does look a little bit bleak for Marcus Rashford. It does look like he's not going to be playing for the football club anymore. And what do you guys think about that? How do you guys feel that is? At the end of the day, there are some people out there who are very disappointed about it. There's some people, I call it Play FC, because they are Play FC at the end of the day, upset about it. Look, I'm not upset about it. At the end of the day, Man United is a big football club, massive football club. We move on. We've lost big players. We move on. And that's the way life is at the end of the day. And I feel like the quicker we get him out of this football club, the better, of course, guys, in my humblest of humbling opinions, guys. Absolutely. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, Manchester United are looking for alternatives in the transfer market. Manchester United have, of course, already acquired Diogo Leon, who will be arriving at the end of the season. Around July, he'll be arriving at Manchester United. Manchester United are looking to top up the South American market so they can bring in more South American talent to Manchester United. Manchester United are interested in a number of young Paraguayan, Brazilian, Argentinian, Bolivian, Chilean players right now. And one of those players, if I like to bring this name into, is a man named Alisson. The guy's name is Alisson. Now, Alisson is a midfielder, right winger. He can play left winger as well, right and left winger, which is great for the tactics that Ruben Amorim wants to install. So Alisson is a talented 19-year-old, plays for the Brazilian under-20 team. He is only 4.5 million euros, guys. That is the starting price of him. 4.5 million euros. A highly talented right winger who currently plays for Atletico Mineiro, of course, guys. So that is incredibly interesting going forward, that Manchester United are looking at further afield. And I think this is what they need to do. It's quite obvious that we don't have any money. It's quite obvious stuff that. I don't think we should be held to ransom by the likes of Dorgu. I don't think Man United should be going after these players if we're going to be paying astronomical amounts of money when you can pick up players as much talent for far, far less, of course. Now, Alisson is a midfielder. He is a midfielder, of course, guys. A very good one as well. His contract runs out in 2027. His market value is 4.5 million euros, and he can play as a left winger, an attacking midfielder, and a right winger. So he's a left foot as well. He has a left foot as well. So that is obviously enticing for Manchester United and Ruben Amorim going forward. Alisson, not Alisson, of course, in regards to Alisson, the goalkeeper. His name's Alisson Santana Lopez de Fonseca. That is his name, and he is showing interest in going to Manchester United. Another player on the conveyor belt of players that Manchester United are indeed interested in, of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Danny B. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well, guys. Absolutely. So, look, I'm expecting something to break very, very soon. You know, obviously, there was the clash between Jim Ratcliffe and the fan yesterday. And to be honest with you, I applaud the fan. He needed to know. Jim Ratcliffe needed to know that this fan, we're not accepting this. We're not happy with this. We're not accepting this mediocrity in the transfer market. You purchased this club on a vanity project. Now you need to deal with it. You need to deal with it, guys. Absolutely. Who is playing for Sal? What age? Who is playing for Sal? What age? Who's he playing? He's playing for Atletico Mineiro, my man. Atletico Mineiro. Absolutely. Atletico Mineiro, of course. Hi, Sal. Hope you're doing good. The fan base should stop being Player FC and start being Manchester United fans for any player. Absolutely, Vernon. Spot on, Vernon Viana. Absolutely. Man United fans need to stop this Sentiments FC. Oh, don't be like that to Marcus Rashford. Don't be like that. The guy goes clubbing 48 hours before a game. You know what I mean? The guy goes to New York a couple of days before a game, right? This guy, you know what? If I told you some of the things, I'm not allowed to tell you, but if I told you some of the things that have been going on with this guy over this last year, 2 years, 3 years, you'd be like, whoa. Goodness me. Ruben Amorim has his work cut out with this player. He's a distraction. And the reason why other players start before him is because those other players put 100% in, regardless how good you think those players are, whether it's Rasmus Højlund, Xerxes, these players put 100% in the cause for Manchester United and commit themselves to Manchester United and Manchester United only, nothing else. Rashford is not David Beckham. You know, he acts like he's David Beckham, but he's not David Beckham at the end of the day. He's far less of a player than David Beckham, but David Beckham was a proven player. You know what I mean? Married to a Spice Girl. You know what I mean? Big up, Rasta. What's going on? 40 points. We get 29 and 11 more. We'll be all right, Rasta. We'll be all right, brother. We're not getting relegated. We're going to be Ipswich Town and Crystal Palace, and we'll be away out of that time. We'll be up in the top half of the table, Rasta. Believe me, nothing's going to happen in regards to relegation. Ipswich Town still have tougher games to play as well. So I know it's horrible us even talking about relegation at the moment because, you know, Man United relegation, January, February. It's just such a horrible thing to be saying, but I don't think Man United will get relegated, guys. Absolutely not. It is unrealistic in my opinion. Greetings, Sal. Late night vibes, brother. It's me, Jim Watkins. Yes, big up, Jim. I got ya, brother. I got ya. Thank you so much for joining me, mate. Hope you're doing well. Good to have you back, my friend. I hope everything is good with you. Now, look, you know what? We all know that what could possibly happen in this transfer market, you know, a lot of the work that's going to be done will be done in the summer. And this is what I've been predicting for a long time. If anything gets done this winter, it will be one player. It will be one player in. That's it. I can't envision anything more than that. At the moment, we got a week left and nothing is going to happen because these leeches are in charge of the football club, of course, guys. And they're using all the excuses under the sun. Yesterday, look, I'm going to bring this in again, guys. I want to bring this in again in regards to Jim Ratcliffe, if you don't mind. I know a lot of you have seen it, but I want to play it for you. And I want you to listen to what he says. I want you to
66 quid.
66 fucking quid.
The piss.
66 quid, mate. 66 fucking quid, mate. What are you doing, mate?
Sort the fans
We're Northerners. Come on,
Sort the
mate. Sort
fans
it out.
out.
If Fulham selling for
Fucking
66
worse than the
quid,
Glazers,
we
mate.
take triple
Worse than
that.
the Glazers,
We
you
take
fucking
triple their
pig.
fans,
Hey.
mate. Our
Worse
prices
than
should
the
be a
Glazers.
third of Fulham.
Sort it out, you
66 quid, you
I thought you were from
bellend.
Manchester.
Fuck you,
Hey.
Jim Radcliffe.
Sort it
Fuck
out.
you.
That's a strong statement from the Man United fans, of course, guys. Absolutely strong. And now Jim Ratcliffe knows what's going on within the Manchester United fan base. He knows that fans are not happy. You know what? He can walk around. He can hide wherever he wants to hide. You know what? There is your evidence right there. I mean, it's very, very strong. But it needs to be. It needs to be, because he needs to know, you know, about Manchester United and about how these fans are feeling about what's going on right now, all these cutbacks, all these, you know, dead in the transfer market, etc., etc. You know, he needs to know that how these Man United fans are feeling, because these fans, you know, we've been put through the mud with the Glazers over the last 12 or so years, and he went to bed with the Glazers. So Man United fans have every right to stand up for what they believe in, to be honest with you guys. They have every right to speak up. And you know what? All the media outlets in England, they were saying, oh, you know what? Oh, they bullied him. They put him into the corner. They didn't put him into the corner. He walked into a bloody taxi or wherever he walked into, Uber. I don't think he uses an Uber, but you know what? They walked into it and they told him how they feel. There's nothing wrong with that at the end of the day. This is our football club. This is Manchester United Football Club, the football club that was built on the working class man and woman, you know, and that is what we have to remember, of course, guys. Absolutely. Rasta, Ineos on full watch. He should get it every day so he knows the mean business. Absolutely, Rasta. This is very important that he does understand that how we're feeling, because right now he's probably switched off his phone and he's in this little delusional world where he's just ignoring everything, not answering anything, and that's it. He just thinks he's the man, and that's it, you know, because a few of naive, ignorant people are supporting him, you know, and that is what's building his ego at the moment, as well as the Glazers, you know, because they are working together. It is Glaze Ineos at the end of the day. And you know what? We have 1 week left of this window, guys. Absolutely. Tyborg, Rashford was a problem for many years. I'm so happy we finally have a manager who calls things as they are. Big up, Tyborg. Spot on. And don't you think it's funny, Tyborg? Don't you think it's funny that there's no leaks anymore? There's no leaks. There's no one talking about team news before the team news comes out, you know? Wonder why. You know, I wonder why, because it's probably from Rashford. It was probably from Rashford. That's why. You know, and this is the problem, you know, and we need to get rid of him as soon as we can. I don't care about the minority of player FC people out there who are intent on just supporting him just because he's bank born and bred or whatever, you know what I mean? Sinister reasons why they support him, you know, because at the end of the day, he hasn't played well for nearly 2 years. And you know what? We should have sold him while we had the chance to sell him. We can't sell him now. But you know what? We need to try and do something to get him out of the football club, because he is a distraction. Whenever you turn around, there's news about Marcus Rashford. Remember, when Eric Ten Hag was sacked, there was only 2 players who didn't mention Eric Ten Hag. There was only 2 players who didn't give their commiserations and best wishes to Eric Ten Hag. Who were those 2 players? Casemiro and Marcus Rashford. Those were the 2 players who didn't give their commiserations and best wishes to. Unbelievable, especially what Eric Ten Hag did for Marcus Rashford. The things he did for Marcus Rashford, and he didn't write one message about him. It took a while. I think he did it in the end, but it took a while before he was put under pressure to do it. Probably his entourage done it for him. Big up, listen. What's going on, my friend? Hi, Sal. Who is this bear on your thumbnail, please? My friend. Wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know? This is Alisson Santana. Alisson Santana is a Brazilian player who plays for Atlético Mineiro in Brazil. Of course, guys, 19 years old, right winger, left winger, attacking midfield, versatile player, playing for the Brazilian under-20s at the moment. He would fetch around 4.5 million euros. But that will go up if Man United come calling. Of course, that'll probably double in price. But these are the type of players that Man United need to look at. Man United are looking at Alisson. Of course, Alisson, his full name, let me give you his full name, is Alisson Santana Lopes de Fonseca. That's it. And he's a left footer. And Man United are looking, it's quite obvious Man United are looking for left footers at the moment, isn't it? And Man United are looking to get that left footer through the door quickly. Now, This player, his contract does expire in 2027. So, you know, Man United will have to pay for him. He would cost around, I would say, if Man United went into the market, they probably could get him for about 10 million euros altogether, which wouldn't be too bad. Absolutely. And remember where you heard it first, guys. Here in Stretford Post, guys. Allison for short. Allison Santana is his name on the shirt, of course, guys. Big up, big up. Of course, big up. Kenny, who's the Brazilian player we've been linked with? Yep, Allison Santana, my friend. Allison Santana, 19 years old, excuse me, from Brazil. Atletico Mineiro player, of course, guys. Sal, he needs to know he should get called out every day. He will get called out every day. No doubt about it, Rasta. He will be called out every day. That is going to happen. You know, this is just the beginning. If he carries on, he's going to get it. He's going to get it. You know, there's going to be no respite for him. Absolutely not. Look, this window was a massive test for Ineos. It was a massive test for Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. And at the moment, they're failing miserably. And you know what? They're going to expose themselves this window. They're going to show the world who they really are. You know what I mean? And all those people, most of them, all those people who support Jim Ratcliffe, regardless, blinding support, I call it, they're going to see that these people don't care about what happens on the football pitch. They only care about the vanity, and they only care about making money. That's it. There's nothing wrong with making money as long as you're caring about what's going on the football pitch. Because ultimately, we are a football club, and we need to worry about what's going on the football pitch at the moment, which obviously many of us agree is not good enough. What's on the football pitch, it is not good enough. Those fans have the right to attack Jim. Good on them. I'm on their side. True fans love our team like I do. And you also, Sal. This is our team. When I also meet so-called United fans and chat, absolutely. They have every right to speak their mind. They have every right. And he needs to know. In fact, it is actually, I feel, a good thing that they've told Jim Ratcliffe, because now Jim Ratcliffe is imprinted in his brain. It's going to be imprinted in his brain that, you know what, these fans are starting to turn. These fans are starting to turn, and the volume will be raised. You heard the fans yesterday at the ground at Fulham. We have the best away support in the world, right? But rest assured, these fans will turn on you. There was chants yesterday, you know, see you next Tuesday chants, if you know what I mean, in the crowd yesterday aimed at Jim Ratcliffe, you know, and that obviously will resonate. That will resonate. That must make him feel very, very embarrassed. Of course it would, you know, because at the end of the day, when we look at what he's doing at the moment, he's facilitating the Glazers. He went to bed to the Glazers, and that is where it is, of course. Hi, Sal. If he really is a Manchester United fan, I think he is a Chelsea fan. I do as well, Vernon. And my point is in regards to Jim Ratcliffe being a Man United fan. Okay, he's 70-odd years old, okay? He's 70-odd years old. Right, any Man United fan should have a picture of themselves in a Man United jersey from the 90s, whenever you started supporting them. Like, I've got pictures of me when I was 8 years old, 9 years old in Man United jersey, right? Why doesn't he have any pictures of him in a Man United jersey? Why doesn't he have any pictures of himself at Old Trafford? Why not? He's a billionaire. Why is it he only was spotted at Old Trafford after he bought the football club on the percentage? Why is that? Why doesn't he have a Man United season ticket? But why did he have a Chelsea season ticket? It's quite damning, isn't it? Because if I became a billionaire, guys, if I was a billionaire, goodness me, I would love to be. You know what? If I was a billionaire, the first thing I would do, I will walk into Old Trafford and buy myself an executive box. It's the first thing I'll do. I'm a Man United fan. I want to go to most games, any game I want to go to. So I'm going to buy the executive box. That's what I would do. He hasn't done that. You know what I mean? He's got a Chelsea season ticket holder, though. It just seems a bit odd to me, of course, guys. Who's coming out of Dorgu will be not raised, take or leave it, and Alvaro calls will be triggered. Yes, I mentioned this morning, of course, GK. Yeah, Man United are looking at walking away from the Dorgu deal. They should walk away from the Dorgu deal. We should not be paying 40 million euros for Dorgu. An unproven player. We've been there before. You know, we've been there before with other players. We cannot be overplaying for certain players anymore. It's game over with that. We moved on from that, you know. So just go and trigger the release clause for Alvaro Carreras, Alvaro Fernandez, of course. Just go and trigger the release clause, and there you go. We get the player for cheap. Why not do that? Alvaro has said that he wants to come to Manchester United. He's interested in coming back to Man United. Real Madrid and Barcelona are also interested in Alvaro, so that is very interesting. So that's one to keep an eye at. Man United need to act quick if they're going to get this deal done. They need to be quick now. I know they like walking slow to their destination. I know that they like we're walking to the right destination rather than running to the wrong destination. That's how they pull it, isn't it? But they need to get this deal done quickly. Otherwise, we miss out. Tyborg, even Ragnick and Jose have been calling out Rashford for years, isn't it, Kenny? For years, and people just don't wake up to the fact that he is a problem. They just the thing is they got this mate born and bred in their head. They don't think about him. Just because you're mate born and bred doesn't mean you're not a, you know what I mean? You have to understand that, you know, he might be a horrible person. You know what I mean? You might look at you guys, some people, they just look at it and think, oh, poor Marcus, you know, mate born and bred, poor Marcus, stop bullying him. Wake up. He's sacked how many managers now? How many managers has he sacked? People need to wake up and smell the coffee. Absolutely. Greetings. Big up everyone, of course. Big up Ashik. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Big up Ashik. Big up yourself. Tyburg, Sir Jim allowed the Glazers to continue the destruction of United. He is guilty as the Glazers themselves. When I think about we could have had Qatar with all the billions, it just makes me boil. Me too, Tyburg. Me too, Ty. In fact, he's worse than the Glazers. And you know why he's worse than the Glazers? Because the Glazers never proclaimed to be Man United fans. The Glazers never proclaimed to love this football club. The Glazers never proclaimed that they're doing it for the football and not doing it for money. Jim Ratcliffe has played on certain people's heartstrings. He's spoken about being a Man United fan his whole life, which I heavily doubt. You know, I think Jamie Carragher's more of a Man United fan than him. You know what I mean? And you know, and he's lied. He's lied. You know, he has lied. Let's put it this way. He has lied and he's lying. You know, he's a sly guy. He's a manipulative guy. And you know what, Man United, you know what, I just cursed, you know, because at the end of the day, we could have had a full sale. We could have had a Qatar in. The bulldozers would already be there for Old Trafford to be regenerated, of course. That we wouldn't need government money, of course, guys. And then we would have got all the deadwood out of the football team, would have paid off their contracts. The debt at Man United would have been cleared. The Glazers would have been gone. And you know what, despite what people think about Qatar, you know what, we would have been moving forward and we would be in a much, much, much better position now. Trust me there. Big up Tyborg. Who's this Brazilian player? Yeah, Alisson Santana, my friend. Alisson Santana Lopez da Fonseca. He's an attacking midfielder, right winger, left-footed, 19-year-old Brazilian under-21 international, my friend. Thank you so much. Plays for Atletico Mineiro. Big up, of course, big up. Game TV, what's going on, my friend? Manchester United prepared to sell Manchester United if they receive a suitable offer either in this window or the summer. AC Milan, Juventus are interested. Yeah, I think at the moment, what I would say, Gamer, I would believe that when I see it. I believe that when I see it. If Man United can get some money back for Rasmus, sell him. But I still believe in him. I still believe he's a good player. But I do believe that, you know what, Man United, if they do get a suitable offer for Rasmus, I'm firmly in Ruben Amorim's call. I'm whatever Ruben Amorim wants to do because I want Ruben Amorim to build his football team. At the moment, this is not his football team. Regardless what affiliation we have with these players, whether we like certain players and certain players are our favourites, we got to trust what Ruben Amorim wants to do. Of course, guys, absolutely. Ricardo, hi guys, 3x3 to add, not conceding goals, work in progress. Big up Ricardo Diaz, how you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you back, brother. Hope you're good. There is also interest on Bundesliga. Yeah, I think the Bundesliga will be a fabulous move for Rasmus. I really do think that, Gamer TV. I really do think that Bundesliga will be a fabulous move for him because he could build up his career again. At Man United, there's too much pressure at Man United. There's far too much going on at Man United. We got a lot of problems at Man United, and we're in the midst of a rebuild again. And things are not working out. Players are not getting supply. Strikers are not getting, creativity from the attackers. There's problems all around the place at the moment. Jim, Sal, deadline day coming out. What's your thoughts? Do you believe we will bring in some players? I'm not having any eyes today, so I believe we may not make any signings, but not percentage. The most we're going to get, Jim, is one, if we're lucky. A lot of the deals I can foresee are coming in the summer. They're not going to come now. A lot of the deals will come in the summer, guys. I think that and this is the problem. This is the contradiction that happens, is that we might not win the Europa League, right? And we won't qualify for the Champions League. And this is going to be Ineos' excuse in the summer. Mark my words, right? Clip this. Ineos will use that excuse in the summer that we're not qualified for the Champions League, so we're finding it hard to sign players. Well. If you sign players in January, maybe we might have a better chance on qualifying for the Champions League by winning the Europa League. It's mad, isn't it? It really is, guys. Ashik, who do you think? Who should be our striker? It's evident we are lacking 20 goals. Yeah, we've been lacking that for a long time, Ashik. I can't put my foot on it. I just believe in that. It's not just a striker. I believe we're not setting up. We're not creating enough chances for our strikers either. When I look back at Man United goals over the years, and I look at the 30-goal a season strikers, and even Robin van Persie to an extent, right? Look at his goals. Look at his goals, right? Look at the balls that he gets. Look at the creativity from the players. It's not just the striker. It is the players all around them. The players all around them are not giving them enough supply. And that is it. Yes, they don't help themselves. They have to try and make something happen as well. But they're getting nothing. Nothing from a creative side of things in regards to creating clear-cut chances. And yesterday, where was our clear-cut chance for Xerxes or Rasmus? Absolutely. Big up Danny B. Where you read the links to Santana, Sal? Friend of mine, Danny B. He works for Brazilian television. Yes, sir. Yes, he's over here at the moment in the UAE. I've been meeting up with a number of journalists in here. I'm going to have a couple of journalists on this show very soon, Danny. I'm going to have a couple of journalists on here, and we're going to go through it. Absolutely. Look, Man United are looking for players around the world. We're looking, especially in Brazil and Argentina at the moment. What I'm hearing is that South America is a big market. So Man United are looking for these type of players that they can get the next big thing, the bargain. Obviously, Alisson Santana is only 5 million euros, roughly. So, left-footed player, can play various amounts of positions. So those are the players that Man United should be going for. I agree. Absolutely. And build them up. Man United, it seems to be going to South American market directly without shipping in Portugal and Spain. It takes longer to prepare the player, but it is cheaper. Absolutely, Ricardo Diaz. And this is what Sporting Lisbon, Benfica, Ajax do all the time, isn't it? They've been doing this for years with success. Real Madrid are doing it now. Real Madrid, obviously, they brought in Hendrick, of course, Vinicius Jr., players like that. They're doing it as well. I know it's not cheap. They're not doing it on a cheap way. But you know what? They have been getting next Brazilians through and bringing them into the youth teams, etc. That's what Man United need to do. No, it doesn't always work out. Of course, it doesn't always work out. But it's cheap. As Ricardo said, it's cheap. And we have to go for the cheap option. We're in that position, unfortunately, guys. Absolutely. Patrick Dorgo, entire family have been in Lecce since Thursday, and this is not the norm for the player. Dorgo's parents are pushing for the move to Manchester United. They can push all they want, Gamer TV. If Lecce do not lower their price, he's going nowhere. But the problem is that what Lecce are going to have, they're going to have a disgruntled player. They're going to have a player that is unhappy. That is the problem. When you keep a player there against his wishes, of course. So that is the problem they're going to face, because now Man United come calling, his eyes are lit up. Oh, Man United. It is what it is. They got to sell him, maybe, at a cheaper price. Big up Gamer TV, by the way. Big up yourself. Big up my friend. Buy a box, 100%. Buy it, absolutely, mate. Danny B, it'd be the first thing I do. It'd be the first thing I do. I buy the biggest box you can think of. And you know what? That would be the first thing I do. And you know what? I wouldn't go and buy a Chelsea season ticket. Someone could offer me right now, Sal, do you want to sell Chelsea season ticket? I'd be like, why? I'll go to the Man United game, but I'm going to be in with the Chelsea fans. That's not great. But why would I want a Chelsea season ticket? It doesn't make any sense. Exactly. Show me another probably United fan who is a season ticket holder at Chelsea or another team. Nonsense. Absolutely, Tyborg. Look. I worked in football a long time. I've actually worked for Fulham as well. I've worked for a number of clubs around Europe, as well, and done bits and bobs here and there. I've never seen someone who supports another football club. For example, I've never been to Spain and seen someone with a Atletico Madrid season ticket but's a Real Madrid fan. I've never seen that. Why would you do that? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. And then that comes to the question that, is this guy lying? He's lying. And if, you know, the small lies multiply, as they say. The small lies are the worst type of lies, because when you can tell little lies, you know, you that shows your character, who you are. You know, that shows that you're willing to lie about something that is so meaningless, really, in theory. You know, if he came out and said, look, you know what, I was born in Manchester, you know, I didn't really follow the club, but you know what, I understand Man United's heritage and I know where we came from, I know who we are, and I want to bring them back to the top. People would understand. But coming out on this story, this lies that I'm born and bred, I love Man United, you know, I've been a sport all my life, and you have no photos or any evidence to back that up. You know what I mean? What are fans meant to think? And then people just do their research and they realize that you have a Chelsea season ticket. And then people think, hold on. You know, so why are we always linked to these rubbish Chelsea players then? And you think, well, Nkunku's Chelsea. We're linked to him, of course. We've been linked to Chilwell, of course, guys. We've been linked to him as well. That's strange, isn't it? I know he didn't have nothing to do with Mason Mount. They weren't through the door at that time that I know of. That, you know, they weren't through the door at that time. But there is Mason Mount at the football club as well. You know, we've been linked to Cucurella as well. You know, there are a number of Chelsea players that we have been linked with. And that is a bit strange. It does come across a little bit suspicious, in my opinion. Gamer, Justin, Marcus Rashford has taken a step to join Barcelona. He is willing to lower his salary to sign from. Yes, this was put in the news a couple of days ago, Gamer. He is willing to take a pay cut, but he's on 350 grand a week. So what is his pay cut going to be? 250? He gets paid too much. You know, he gets paid too much. And this is the stumbling block with him leaving the football club. Real Betis are playing 84% of Anthony's wages. But Anthony's only, I say only, in inverted commas. Anthony is on 200 grand a week, not 360 grand. So, you know what, they will be paying the majority of that wage. Anthony needs to be replaced. At the moment, we've only got Anthony out the door on loan, right? So he will be replaced. It'll be 1 for 1. We get Rashford out, there'll be 2 for 2. That's what it's going to be. At the moment, it's 1 for 1. So we need to bring in a player to complement the fact that Anthony has gone. You know, so he needs to be replaced. Jim, I have already a theory, sir. I love Garnacho. I don't want him to go. Ineos have furiously teased us on selling him. That's nasty on deadline day. They will either sell him or give him a new control. At the moment, what the contradiction that Ineos are making is that what they're doing is they're saying that we don't want to say and we don't want to sell him, but we're open to offers. So they're messing around, you know. And what does that do for the player? What does that do for Ruben Amorim? Ruben Amorim doesn't want to sell Garnacho, and that is a fact. Now, what Ineos are doing, they're planting these seeds, a bit like what you said, Jim. They're planting these seeds into the media, and they're seeing the reaction of the fans. They're seeing what the fans' reaction would be. So what they're doing is that if the fans' reaction is bad, they would step back, like they did with Mainu. Don't believe that wasn't true, because it was. Yeah, that was true about Mainu. So if the fan reaction is mixed, they will go ahead and press along with it. But what they're doing, which is sinister, is that they'll make up stories like, oh, he wants too much wages. Oh, his agent's pushing for the move. They'll plant seeds like that in the media so that if he does leave the football club, they say, well, he wanted too much money. So a naive section of the fan base think, well, he did want too much money. We shouldn't be paying these players. He needs to deserve it. And that's the sort of, you know, reaction that they want. So they don't get blamed for it. They don't get blamed for it. You know, they're manipulators. They're big manipulators. They manipulate the media. They manipulate everyone, of course, guys. It's mad. Absolutely. I got you, Jim. Big up. Nice comment, Jim. Big up yourself, brother. Cristiano Nkunku said yes to Manchester United. I said yes to, you know what, having a six-pack and, you know what, living to 150 years old. I don't mean it's going to happen. But Kevin, he's injury prone. If we get him on loan, Kev, you know what, I would say, yeah, risk it, because at the end of what we got to lose, get him on loan and that's it. You know what I mean? Great business, but not swap deal. Not a swap deal, of course. Not a swap deal. Let me have a look at the media. Let me have a look at some of the news going on. Let me have Let me have a look. Let me see what's going on. All right. Let me see. Right. In Konku. Anything can happen. Plettenberg has said 3 hours ago, understand Chelsea and Manchester United remain in contact regarding a transfer of Christopher Nkunku until deadline day. This is what's going to happen, guys. This transfer window will be dragged out all the way to deadline day. Bet your bottom dollar it's going to do that. Watch. Yeah. I mean, at the moment, when we're looking at everything, Nkunku looks the most likely deal in this window. He looks the most likely deal in this window. He really does. Nkunku looks like the one who we're going to sign on loan. But on loan, it shouldn't be a swap deal. Absolutely not. No way. Yeah, man. Modern game, modern requirements need attacking midfielder, left wing, right wing, and Kaya, Mashallah, Inshallah, Subhanallah. Absolutely. Big up, GK. Big up. We need someone who's versatile and who can play in various positions, my friend. Absolutely. Okerson. Good day, Sal. I'm tired of Ineos transfer plans. Okerson. You know what? Try living it. I've been living it. I've been trying to find out what's going on with Man United all day, all yesterday and the day before. You know what I mean? They got their cards very close to their chest. I've got this little bit of news about Alisson Santana in Brazil. Lucky enough. And you know what? My prediction is, guys, we will get one player in. It probably will be Nkunku, someone like that on loan, right? And all our business will be done in the summer. But when the summer comes, what we're going to do is that we're going to drag out every single transfer all the way to the end. It's going to be a nightmare. That's what they're going to do. We know what they're doing. You know, this is what they do. This is Ineos. And the Glazers. And we're going to be like this in the summer. You know, there will be rumours. But I think Man United might. I mean, I'm predicting here, but I think Man United have a much better summer. I really do. A lot of players will leave, of course. We must sign Alisson now and loan him back till the end of the season. Absolutely, listen, that would be great. Why don't Man United do this? Why don't they do this? Because at the end of the day, these players are going to be signed up by big clubs eventually. So why don't we do that? Why don't we make our move? Exactly, listen. Why don't we make our move? Why don't we go for the loan and then loan him back and then obviously buy him back? I don't know why we don't do this. 147, but only from very likes. Come on, guys. So some support, Sal. Thank you so much, Tybog. You're a legend, my friend. Absolute legend. Big up. Thank you for your support and generosity, my friend. Really appreciate every single one of you, of course, guys. Big up, Tybog, of course, and everyone who's joined me today, of course, guys, on Chatterbox. Vernon, reason why the strikers like Rasmus and Xerxes is that Amarim twerk his system a bit because he don't have the wingers to bomb forward. Now he plays like back five just to get the wins. Vernon, you got a point. You got a very good point. And part of Ruben Amarim's system is the wing backs. And that requires the wing backs to be bombing forward, the right wing back and the left wing back. At the moment, we don't have it. So what he is doing is self-preservation. Self-preservation meaning that he's sitting back with the five majority of the time. These players have not got the guts to go forward and attack like Ruben Amarim wants them to attack. They don't have the ability as well. I believe they don't have the ability. And to be honest with you, Man United do need a couple of wing backs in there very, very quickly. Man United need an Alphonso Davies. They need a Frimpong. Those type of players that can, are defenders, but also attackers. That is perfect for Ruben Amarim's system. Absolutely. Them should get one or two players before the window closes. If we get two, Elkerson, I'll be extremely surprised. I'll be extremely happy, but I also will be extremely surprised if it happens, Elkerson. I really do, because at the moment, we got a week left on this window. I hope it happens. Fingers crossed, something happens, and we get some positive news, because that's what we want at the end of the day. I'm not here for the negativities. I'm here for positivities. That's why I'm here, and I want Man United to succeed. And the way you can get Man United to succeed is by backing the manager. A great manager like Ruben Amarim, of course. Christian O'Donnell centre midfield. Valisar, still very good player. Danny B, another one we should be all over. Absolutely. Echeverry as well, of course. River Plate. Echeverry is wanted by Man City now, Danny B. He's another one that Man United are interested in. Maston Twando as well. Remember him? You know, and going to Chelsea and stuff like that. And, you know, Echeverry is a very good player. And I'm a big fan of his, and he'll be going to Man City. Watch this space, absolutely. And Man United need to make their moves quickly, because at the moment we're acting like snails in this transfer market. We're acting very, very slow at the moment. Great. Which Garnacho situation is it's 50-50 at the moment. I believe they will do something on deadline day. My prediction: might even give him a new contract in the press conference. Have done it. And guess what they're going to say, Jim? What they're going to say? It's like a new signing. It's like a new signing. That's what that's what the Glazeonomics. That's Glazeonomics for you. It's like a new signing. We signed into a new contract. It's like a new signing. Madness, isn't it? And Mainu. In the first 2 years of Ruben Amorim, the striker was a link player. Only then came Gutierrez. You know Sporting Lisbon, Ricardo. You know, with Sporting Lisbon. Sporting Lisbon had similar results. Probably not as bad as Man United, but they had similar results under Ruben Amorim when he first started. He took charge of Sporting Lisbon. So you know that it's going to come good. And you know that we need patience. And that is what has to be practiced, of course. We have to have patience. But the overriding feeling about everything is that Ineos hold the key to success with Ruben Amorim. And they need to back this manager by hook or by crook. By hook or by crook. Even if they have to bend some rules, they have to back this manager, because this manager is that guy. He is that guy. He's the one. He's the one. Absolutely, absolutely. Vernon. So playing with a back five, we short then we're too far back, Vernon. We need to start as a 3-4-2-1. At the moment, we're starting with a 5-2-2-1 at the moment. So it's like that. So whilst we got that we're too far back and we're very slow to get up the pitch. Our players are not exactly blessed with pace, you know, and ability on the wing back. So, you know, it's very hard for them to get forward. And when they do get forward, they're too tired to get back. They're too tired to get back. And that's the problem going forward, of course. Big up, Vernon. Gamer Donovan, I don't think Manchester Evening News might be capping here. Manchester Evening News. Oh, goodness me. I've got lots about Manchester Evening News. Big up, of course. Manchester United in direct contract with Lecce Pachadorgo again today as planned. Yep. Still in talks. Sal, I was thinking the same thing, bro. He is pushing for these shit deals and giving our club the shit players. There you go. There you go. Chelsea fan all the way, Gamer TV. Chelsea fan all the way. He is. You know, and it just seems like he's trying to sabotage Man United. And I wouldn't be surprised. Look, guys, I'm open to anything. Nothing will surprise me these days. Nothing surprises me these days if he's trying to sabotage Man United. It wouldn't surprise me. It absolutely wouldn't. On point, Sal. Big up, Gion. What's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Thank you so much for joining the stream, you legend. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope you're good. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope Man United are not stressing you out too much, stressing me out. You know what I mean? I'm like Ruben Amorim. I'm 40 going on 50. Absolutely at the moment. Jim, Sal, Ratcliffe lies can only go so far. True fans are wait to it. Absolutely, like we are. Fans need to stop going to games and stop buying merchandise. Get the Glazers and Ineos in their pockets. Stop being season tickets. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. It's what they need to do. I mean, it's been a blessing for a long, long time. Those who know me for a long time. In 2019, I made the 58-minute walkout. Went to Old Trafford and we planned a 58-minute walkout. And only a few did it. It was a flop. I tried. I tried my best. The problem with the Man United sections on Man United fan base, I don't know how it is now. It was a while ago, but the problem with the Man United fan base is that they're not unified. There's Player FC, there's the fan cams, there's this, there's that. And, you know, there's lots of, different cults within the Man United fan base. And we're never quite on the same page. And this is where we go wrong. This is where we go wrong, is that we're not unified. And Inter Milan, AC Milan, and teams such as this are unified. So much so that when the team does badly, the manager goes on the pitch and speaks to the fans. Why don't we do that here? Why are we so soft in regards to that? These players need to be accounted. They need to be held accountable. Sal, GK, buy versatile players. If we get a great, we can use them in the left flank and right for absolutely GK, spot on. Exactly what I think Ruben Amorim is doing at the moment. I think Ruben Amorim is looking at these type of players. He's looking at players that can play in a number of positions. Absolutely. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Randy, my friend. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Legend, of course, legend. Of course. Glazer and Ineos out, Qatar in. Do you think that at some stage we can have a new owner like Qatar? Listen, I can only hope. I can only hope. One thing I would say is that Ineos and Glazers have disrespected Qatar so badly. People know me. They know I went on Qatar television when the takeover process was happening. I spoke about the need for a full sale and, why we need a full sale. What I'm hearing is that they're incredibly insulted by Glazers and Ineos. And that has nothing to do with us. As a football club, it's them. The lies that they spread around Qatar and stuff were unacceptable. They're a very proud nation. And you know what? We ruined that opportunity big time. It was so much so they pulled out of it in the end. I can only hope that, that these guys will be gone very soon. I can only hope that. The problem with Glazers is that they're overpricing us, astronomically overpricing us, because what Jim Ratcliffe has done is his purchase is valued at 10 billion over a number of years, 10 years. It's valued at 10 billion, right? So what Glazers are doing, they're not looking at right here, right now. They're looking at, we can make 10 billion by in 10 years' time. In 10 years' time, we could sell this club for 10 billion. That's what they're looking at. Qatar offered 6, but Qatar also wanted to put $1 billion towards the infrastructure, etc. And that would have been happening right now. So in theory, Qatar were offering about 4.7 billion or something like that. For Qatar to come in and get the football club back, they're going to have to offer even more now. Because the vanity project that is Jim Ratcliffe, who's on his last legs, is in his 70s, is not going to want to give up. He's not going to want to throw in the towel. We know that, isn't it? And it's going to be even more difficult now. Far more difficult now, of course. Casemiro. I've heard nothing much about Casemiro at the moment. The one thing I would say about Casemiro is that we're finding it very hard to offload Casemiro. There was interest, of course, in Saudi Arabia, but they cannot get rid of a certain player, so they cannot get Casemiro through the door. They already reached their quota. I think Al Nassr have already reached their quota, of course. Absolutely. Nothing in regards to Casemiro at the moment. We need to sell him. He's our highest earner. Absolutely. He's our highest earner. And we need to get him off the books at the end of the day. We really do. There is news about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now the Besiktas manager. He's inquired about Casemiro. Now, my issue with that is that I don't think that Besiktas can afford Casemiro. So that is going to be a loan as well, isn't it? That's going to be a loan as well. So Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has inquired about the possibility of bringing in Casemiro. Alex Disasi has agreed on personal terms with Aston Villa. Disasi wants to join Villa despite interest from more clubs around Europe after direct talks with Unai Emery. Crucial to get. Big signing for Aston Villa. Rated him before he went to Chelsea. Absolutely rated him before he went to Chelsea. A massive signing for Aston Villa if they pull it off. Very, very big signing for them, of course. We can bring in Conco, but no way for Garnacho. Absolutely not, Jim. On loan, you got nothing to lose, but no swap deal with him. That would be robbery. Can come on loan until the summer in my and go for goals. I agree, Gamer. That would be fine. We have nothing to lose. I don't mind deals like that, but we're not going to be giving like young players away for nothing. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely not. In the summer window, absolutely, Gamer. Sal, I hate the Glazers that they're in the Ineos to do to us. Dragging every transfer at Turtle Base makes me so mad. I'm now building high. I'm not building out, so I don't feel too angry. Yeah, don't, Jim. Don't bother. Because we know what to expect with these Glazers, with Ineos. We know what to expect with them. We know that we'll just be disappointed in the end, And hopefully one day in a blue moon, something happens. He is too injury prone. He is, guys. He's very, very, very injury prone. He's one of the most injury prone players I've ever seen, guys. And I'm going to bring this in. This is Nkunku's injury record. Here we go. Hamstring injury, 68 days. Hip injury, 24 days. Fitness, 44 days. Knee injury, 110 days. Torn muscle fibula, 40 days. Fitness again, 11 days. Torn lateral knee ligament, 84 days. Wrist injury, 4 days. Coronavirus, 8 days. Back problems, 8 days. Ankle problems, 33 days. Guys, this is in the space of 1 year and a half. In the space of 1 year and a half, this is Nkunku's bloody injury record. That is the Hall of Fame right there, guys. That is the Hall of Fame. Nkunku is the Franz Beckenbauer of injuries, guys. He is an absolute monster when it comes to injuries. He beats Anderton. He definitely beats Anderton. Absolutely. Yeah, great player. Yeah. City have got him. Man United could have hijacked that, by the way. We didn't. We acted too slow. Man City are in there now. Man City have got him now. Man City were going to drop a lot of players after the charges, but nothing's been done about that. Very good player. Very good player. Napoli are set to resume talks with MUC for Alessandro Garnacho in the next few hours. There we go, guys. Not buy at all. Mad. Kenny, we don't have wing backs. Yeah, that's the problem we have. And when we don't have wing backs, we lack balance, don't we? And when we don't have balance, it affects the whole team, you know, and that is the problem that we're having, you know. So I predicted and told United 2 years ago that we're never going to get De Jong, and I was right. Same thing with Gareth Bale. And all these transfers we do is slow. Nothing has changed in our club, sadly. They haven't. Whilst we still have the Glazers there, Jim, we're going to get the same results. We're going to have the same. Well, I'm the same. All these talks about Gareth Bale and stuff, I didn't believe them. No, of course not. Absolutely. So he had sabotage in our effing club. I'm so convinced that scumbag rat man, broke billionaire, Sheikh Jassim. Absolutely. He's a break. Sheikh Jassim needs to come and save us, guys, doesn't he? He really does. Absolutely. Big up, Tyberg. Thank you so much for coming a member, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Much love to you, brother. But I've got a lot of great material, guys, coming, by the way, in regards to the membership. I've got some great material coming for the members only, guys. And I've got some great stories to tell you. Absolutely. Interviews and stories. It's going to be brilliant. Thank you so much, Tybo, for joining the family. Thank you very much, my friend. You legend. Absolute legend. So he's sabotaging our FA Cup. Yeah, I think I read that one. Glazer's always slow in transfers. Joel Glazer's still making decisions, and then he has to ask 12 siblings to agree first. But absolutely, Vernon. He was at the meeting between the meeting that decided Eric Ten Hag's fate, wasn't it? To decide Eric Ten Hag's fate, he was at the meeting. He still makes all the big decisions. Lynn, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? Does Man United even have ultras? It seems like it's commonplace in Germany, Spain, but I don't see it in England. Hence why the atmosphere is better. Man United, in regards to England has firms. England has firms. So firms are basically groups of people, and Man United used to have one of the strongest firms in Europe. The strongest. The most respected. One of the most respected was Man United. And now that's sort of dying out in regards to firms. Ultras is completely different. You're looking at Turkey, Italy, Spain, and stuff like that. But Man United used to have it. At the moment, we've lost it. There are still people. I met one the other day in UAE. He lives here now. He was part of a firm. And it's sort of dying out now. I just feel like we're becoming a little bit too soft as a fan base, in my opinion. Absolutely. Kenny, does Joel Glazer still have a final say in the transfer? Yes, a big say. He was the one who pressed for the meeting in Manchester, and about Eric Ten Hag. You remember before he got sacked, and they decided to keep him. Jim, Sal, you're a real and Fadil fan and honest from the heart. Stretford Post is the #1. So, guys, please subscribe to the channel and don't get up the lights off. And a legend, my brother. Thank you, Jim. You are a legend. Much love to you, brother. Every single day, man. All day, every day. You are a legend, mate. Thank you so much. And thank you, everyone in the stream, of course, guys, who's been supporting me. Of course, absolutely. We are nearly on 7,000 subscribers. We're moving towards 7,000. Ultimately, we want to get 10. The big goal is 100K. We want to get to 100K. I think we will get there, guys. When I get these guys on the show that I plan to get, hopefully very, very soon, God willing, it will go astronomical. But guys, I want to thank everyone. Let me just read through those comments. Greetings, Tyborg. Big up, Tyborg. Of course, the legend, of course. I would take Felix on loan. Would you, Kevin? He's sort of stagnated at Chelsea, hasn't he? He's sort of stagnated at Chelsea. Scored against us a year ago, though. He's a good player. Still rate him highly. Would you still get Griezmann? What about Griezmann? Should we get Griezmann? After Sal, Rashford and Casemiro knew a manager was coming. Ruben saw the disrespect and gave them an out, but they take his kindness for weakness. Big mistake. I said it at the beginning of his tenure. What did I say, guys? The smiling assassin. Now everyone's saying it. I said the smiling assassin. He will get rid of you. He will get rid of you at a sixpence. Absolutely. Lynn, I just wish England was run by Germany like the clubs are basically run by the fans, having rich owners ruin football. I agree, Lynn. Big up, Lynn. Very good comment. I agree. And we used to be. We used to be. Unfortunately, that is no more. We've lost that. And that is sad because you know what? We never needed a billionaire to come into Manchester United when they came in. We never needed that, let alone leeches come into the football club and completely rip the football club apart, you know, and destroy it from the core. You know, we need, obviously, people to come into this football club and rebuy it and, you know, buy the shares of people and try and build it up again. I know it's going to be difficult. I would try. People need to get together and they need to try, you know. But Man United is so expensive. No, I don't think many people can afford the club. You know what I mean? Very, very, very few. 1% of people, 0.1% of people can afford the football club. The Glazers and Ineos. This is what annoys me about it, right? Is that Man United were built by the working man and woman, right? The working man and woman. They were built by the working class. And the people who go to work every single day on the mining fields and the oil factories and stuff like that, you know, and the factories out there during World War II, you know, the great women who've done the work in the cotton fields and stuff like that, and the men who worked their butts off and who supported Man United. And you know, I know people went to war like my grandfather, and they some of them supported Man United, and it was the working class. It was always the working class, and they've come into this football club, the Glazers, Ineos, and taken advantage of what the working man and woman built. And this is a sad thing. You know, this is a sad thing. And I feel about this passionately. And they're taking advantage of what we built, you know, and using it for their own advantage, their own power and stuff. That video I showed you earlier in the show about the confrontation between the fan and Jim Ratcliffe, it speaks volumes, because you just need to look at his face. Just look at his face. Look at his face, and you see that the guy doesn't really care. He doesn't really care. It's mad. Big up, Lynn. Thank you for joining the stream, my friend. So, I agree for legend Mimi Damasos, a former Panathinaikos player and legend, passed away. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. R.I.P. Damasos. I remember the player. Big up Damasos, by the way. Mimi's, of course, guys. Absolutely. R.I.P. and rest in peace. Thoughts with his friends and family, of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up. Big up. Great football legend, Sal. Absolutely, Jim. Yes, yes. Did you see Expression Oozing live stream? Watch along. That was the funniest streams I ever watched. I watched some of it, Kenny. I think that Expression's oozing sauce. I think he's a legend, mate. I think he's a very funny guy, a very talented guy, a very passionate guy. And to be honest with you, if I had an empty room, I would be like him sometimes. I'd be screaming like that. But I live with people. So at the end of the day, I can't do that. But the thing is I feel his pain. My brother was a Tottenham supporter for 40 years. You know, my brother was a Tottenham supporter 40, 50 years. And I knew his pain. I felt his pain all the way through the 90s when we were having that success. I felt his pain. I really did feel his pain. And, you know, I feel Expression's pain. And I feel it is genuine. And I feel like, you know what, I hope it gets better for him, because it doesn't look good, bruv. It doesn't look good for him. Absolutely. He's got a great personality, though. Big up KG as well, of course. Sal, I give much respect to Greek football legend Mini Damazos, who passed away. Absolutely. R.I.P., my friend. And thoughts and prayers are with his family. Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed. Absolutely. I'm from Germany, and I couldn't agree with you more. 51% ownership in Germany works very well. Germany have got it locked down to a T, Tyberg. If there's one thing we can learn about German football, is that. You know, is that. And German football, you know what? It will always be sustainable, you know? the fans own the football club. And when the fans own the football club, you know what? The atmosphere is far better. The crowd is far better. The noise is far better. Like Dortmund, you know what? You know, and Bayern Munich, when you go to the Alliance Arena, it's incredible. Whenever you go to Germany, guys, make sure you go to, obviously, you know, go and see Dortmund play, go and see Bayern Munich play as well. You know, even if you go and obviously Tybog's team, you got Frankfurt, Eintracht Frankfurt, you know, another team, great team, of course, guys. And I would love to go there. I've never been to Dortmund. I would love to go to Dortmund. I was invited to Dortmund a few years ago when I was doing music, and unfortunately it didn't materialize because there was that attack on the bus. If people remember when the Dortmund bus got attacked, and I didn't end up going in the end. But I remember Dortmund. I remember German football. I come from a long time ago. Andreas Müller, Chapuisat, you know, those players who are incredibly, incredibly good, you know. And I remember them knocking us out of the Champions League in the semi-finals in 1997. You know, and we've had some tough games against German sides. Bayern Munich, we've had tough games all day long, you know. Schalke weren't too bad, but Bayern Munich, we've had some tough games. Yeah, very much so. Big up, Tyborg. Big up, legend, of course. Sal, brother, I have not seen Kazi and Grayo for a while. How they doing? Grayo's got some personal issues he's dealing with. Jim, he's dealing with some health issues at the moment between me and you, but he's all right. I've spoken to him. I spoke to him last few days. In regards to that, in regards to Kazi, I don't know what's going on with Kazi. I don't know, mate. He came on this channel a little bit rude the other day, and then he disappeared, you know, and that's it. That's all I know. I don't know what's wrong with him. You know what? At the end of the day, people live their lives, isn't it, Jim? People live their lives. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But Grayo's a legend. He's still around. He'll be back. He was here again on the watch-along. United supporters need to understand Qatar would have paid the debts off from day one, absolutely, because it's against the religion. So from day one, no club, no player, no snooze. Absolutely. Lies around me, spot on, mate. All the debts have been gone. First thing, the debts were been gone. That would be the first thing that they did. Absolutely. Celestine, what's going on? Cheers, bro. Long time no see. Big up, Celestine. Westerfield, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you back, my guy. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope everything is cool with you. I hope you're surviving the elements. It is a tough time at the moment, of course, guys. Big up, Celestine. I love Ruben Amram. His cutthroat ruthlessness is good and refreshing to see. Glazers, Ineos need to back him. Otherwise, if they don't back him, Sally will walk. Absolutely, guys. Absolutely. Randy, Glaze Ineos, the rats are looting our club and want to sell anything they can. Absolutely, Randy. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Big up, Jim. Absolutely. Much love to you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow morning for Breaking Dawn. If nothing else breaks, of course, guys. If nothing else breaks, I'll be back. Big up, Abdullah. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, everyone, who joined me today, of course. And I'll be back tomorrow morning. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And please don't forget to smash a like on the video. You're absolute legends. Thank you. It's been a great show. It goes so quickly. But, guys, I'll be back tomorrow if nothing else breaks. If it breaks, Sal Reacts will be right here, guys, live for you, of course, guys. No worries about it, no matter what time in the day. Have a great one. Have a good one. You're all legends. Enjoy it. Glory, glory, Man United. Onwards and upwards. Let's do this, guys. Keep it red. Peace.